told you, James.
the mad trolls coming out from production. it's not the day. Not the day
Oh
of
well.
production.
Okay, so I think we're on Go TVs. That's the problem. We actually have to be connected to a server, I think, for that to actually work. So maybe tomorrow we can have another go at that one.
Many skins. It will be happening. It's a great skin reckoning.
Okay, so here we go. Looks like we're... Oh, no, Scream wants to wait even more time.
Scream needs a moment. So just look at his frags. He's got 27 frags. He is beasting it right now. He's just destroying everyone else on the scoreboard. It seems as if Epsilon are really just coming into their own when it comes to the individual plays, actually. We've seen Uzzziii win more than one round, which is fantastic. Like 1 versus 2, 3... versus one versus 2 and 3 players. He's won the round. And we've had GMX with the rounds similar to that. I think he killed like 3 players on a push. We had, of course, Scream, obviously, just fragging very consistently. That we're seeing big individual performances out of the whole lineup of Epsilon here. Obviously, NIP is struggling a little bit with some lag issues and some DDoS issues. But
it's always frustrating, isn't it? Like, especially if you just want to concentrate and play the game. When you have this happening 3 or 4 times, one of your star players, like, obviously it's going to have an impact on the game. It's frustrating, but it's just something we have to overcome. I think we should be sorted now. He changes IP, and we should be okay. And we can see Fifflaren getting straight back to work as he opens up a big frag there onto GMX. Big scout to take down there. And although they are on a eco here, but that is a nice play back into the game. Here we go. Xizt opening stuff back up now, and Fifflaren should be finishing himself. And there we go. We are back. It's everyone's on the server, and a round has commenced. So now we go into the 21st round.
Yeah, and that round there didn't yield a single frag, so NIP picking one up pretty clean, able to build their bank slowly but surely. Get right pretty rich. He's pretty rich. We'll see how this actually pans out now for the economy of NIP, because we can see that Epsilon are really in a fragile place at the moment. If they actually lose another round, I think they're going to get 1900 for losing 2 in a row, I think it is. So they will be able to just not really buy. So it's very important that they make it happen here. And they are going to be able to pick off Fifflaren on the mid push. It's not quite going to pan out. Forest going to get taken down, though. That position was almost too good, but Epsilon bringing the goods once again in the individual plays. And here comes the retake attempt now from Friberg, Get Right, and Xizt. Xizt pushing up the middle. We've got Get Right. Get Right's actually from Library, and Friberg is from the apartments. Let's see if they can do sides at once. Friberg going to take down Scream at Graveyard. There goes Molotov. Masterfully placed Molotov there. And look at that, burns him down. Great stuff.
Huge retake there.
NIP make it happen under the pressure there. And they go to 10 to 11 now against Epsilon. Epsilon, it feels like the momentum is kind of
like it looks
drifting away.
They're getting like a couple of opening frags, and it looks like they almost get back into rounds. But it seems like NIP are just too strong on the CT side, especially with the retakes like that. It's very difficult to hold them off when they're coming for you. So you can see no orbs being actually being brought into play now. It's just going to be. I think this might be the point when NIP kind of come into their own and kind of start racking the rounds up. It looks like they are firing on all cylinders right now. So here we go. You can see that aggressive smoke coming down from the CTs, and they're going to kind of edge their way down into that area. It's what we were talking about before, just getting control of the map and being able to get information and just knowing that the Ts can't push up to the B-bomb side.
So we actually have a fairly deep push here from Friberg down Banana. If you just check his position now, look at this. Look how close he is. They're trying to do the boost over the smoke. Friberg catches wind of that though, and he does put in a few bullets, and now Epsilon a little bit too scared to actually attempt that again, which is smart for them not to mess around too heavily with Friberg in this position. There is the re-smoke from Friberg. So we've got this really solid Banana control here, and that really eliminates for NIP what can be possible for Epsilon to do. They know that they must be in the apartments. They know they must be coming up mid, and this is where NIP usually shine on their defenses.
There we go then. Time ticking away now for Epsilon. 40 seconds remaining on the clock. The next execution will probably have to be their last one. You see the bomb kind of making its way up that arch area now. They're going to start flashbangs coming out. That should... Oh, it's going to be the smoke grenade. Here we go. They wrap their way around onto the bomb, so they really do need to get a move on now.
This going 1-for-1 there as Get Right was smoked off of Arch, had to rotate through Library. In they go onto the bomb side. Fifflaren has come out huge with a frag. He gets 2 as Get Right gets 1 on FXO as well. SF is the only one left standing. He's going to go down NIP with a fantastic defense there. That's exactly what they needed. And honestly, with Friberg so deep down on Banana, that really felt like perfect. That perfect kind of standard defense from NIP.
As we say that, I'd love to have the enthusiasm you just showed, but it's like another pause is coming to play.
Well,
I mean, it just kind of took the wind down my sails completely.
They're going to get a stand-in. And at least we're seeing here a very, very positive situation on the money for NIP. I mean, look at this. They're starting to really build that bank. Of course, if they lose Forrest, who's been the one who's been experiencing the most problems, they're going to lose their player with the fourth most money. So it's not too bad. But still, we can see that Epsilon are in trouble if they lose the next round again. They're really starting to get to that point. So yeah, stand-in for Forrest confirmed.
Who do you think it's going to be?
I don't know.
Pitta, maybe, seeing as the coach in the moment, could be a good shout.
Yeah, it could be Pitta. Maybe Pyth. Pyth is always the go-to stand-in, man.
Yeah.
Pyth is like the perfect stand-in.
Pyth is life.
You just throw him in the mix, and he just wrecks stuff.
I'd imagine it's going to be Pitta. He'd seem like he obviously knows all the strats and kind of how to fit in, so maybe that'd be the most logical replacement for him. But this has to be the 7th DDoS of this game. It's getting on. Yeah.
Actually, was that Pyth is incoming?
He is. There you go.
I knew it. I called it, man. Whenever a standing is required, Pyth is there. He's just there. He just materializes.
Ready to go.
It's like the bat signal, but for Pyth.
The DDoS man.
Yeah. DDoS summons him. He knows that standing is going to be required. So we'll get Pyth in then. Again. Is that true? Is that for real? Am I being trolled? But no, that's for real. Okay, that is for real. I thought maybe I was getting traction. That does happen from time to time. But looks like that is for reals. So we're just waiting on the arrival there of Pyth, and we'll get this back underway again. And of course, NIP tied up with Epsilon at this point in time, bringing back some momentum. And looks like he is joining in now. So you said your favorite animal is a chinchilla.
Going back to this,
yeah.
We really are clutching at straws now, aren't we? Yes, yes, it is. What's your favorite animal?
A chinchilla is like the little guinea pig kind of thing, isn't it? Anyway, moving on from that line of discussion, we're getting delirious here from fatigue as well, so it's all good. It's all good over here. It looks like we do have Pyth connected in a timely manner because he's a timely individual. He's very punctual.
He's always there, ready to go. Hopefully now we can kind of close this game out in the next 15 minutes with no issues. We've got 7 rounds to go, so let's make sure. Please, DDoS, let's let us have a game of Counter-Strike.
Let's get it back on track here on FaceitTV. These two teams tied up 11-11. We are live once again. Oh yeah, we're live. Okay, so let's do this. We've got Pyth. He's going to be standing for Forrest. Forrest, obviously, we saw him playing the apartments role and the quad role. It's kind of where he is usually on the setup here for NIP. Fifflaren there in mid. He's using an M3 whenever. And it looks like Friberg going aggressive there, but FXO pushed all the way up to the cart. Very quick pick there, going in Epsilon's favor. That's going to give them so many options there. They're going to actually, that was a defensive Molotov there from NIP, so this is a big deal there because they are wasting nades so early in the round, and NIP in bad spot.
They're going to be left with nothing to hold the site off with now. So Molotovs and smokes have been used. If the T's do kind of have the instinct to go back to B-bomb site now, it's going to be very, very difficult for the CTs to hold them off with the man disadvantage and not actually having any grenades at all left in their arsenal. You can just see on there on your screen they've got nothing to speak of in terms of grenades. So everything they do now, I think, is going to have to be either an aggressive push to kind of get some frags, or they're going to have to hope that they don't get too badly affected by the remaining grenades that Epsilon have.
40 seconds left, so they're going to have to make a call very soon. Looks like they're gathering up towards mid, so we're going to have to see how this actually goes. When they've got Fifflaren very close. Then let's see if Epsilon are able to push up further and further. Molotov going into Archway there, and in they go. Pyth there, ready and waiting. There he goes. Oh, barely gets the kill on Scream. Big kill coming in from Pyth there on the defense very early on. Epsilon swinging around, wrapping around the side though from Library, and now they're on the bomb site. Great kills coming in from Pyth. Definitely a good stand-in. Already earning his place stand-in with those kills, and looks like Xizt sweeping on by as well, cleaning up the wrong side. FXO in a good position there. He's got his back to a wall though. There's nowhere to fall back. He has to fight. He's in a one-on-one against Get Right. looking very tense right now. The bomb's ticking away. He's going to go through the corner. Did he see Giry? He saw him, and he's going to take him out. And FXIO with the finishing kill. And it wasn't quite enough there, that defense from NIP, and they still have the money though. So
yeah, they still have the money, but like we said, like without any grenades and stuff like that, it's going to be very difficult to hold off those pushes. There we saw pyth managing to pick up 2 frags, which looked like you would almost save the day. Get right, you would have thought. Normally wins is one-on-one situations, so that one was a bit too much of a stretch for him. As we enter the 24th round now, it's now 12 rounds to 11 in favour of Epsilon, and we can see a full buy. Well, I say a full buy. It looks like Epsilon actually have 2 Galils into the mix and a couple of smoke grenades. So perhaps their economy is actually suffering a little bit here. They want to make sure they actually win this round.
Yeah, we can see that both teams very weak on the money. So this is very, very crucial. So late into the game, to force an eco now could be devastating for either team. So let's see how this goes. Looks like we're going to see the Molotov going into the bedroom there to clear that out so that his teammate SF can actually go up and not have to look left towards the bedroom. And instead can just focus on in front of him and towards the end of apartments. But we can see pyth is holding that quite far back near the pit there. Very far back defense here from NIP. This is something that they do excel at though. They do really excel at these defenses. Giving up position, sometimes it's not so good, but we can see Epsilon creeping in, that Molotov delaying them just ever so slightly. But the bomb is towards B right now with 2 other players. So are they going to sell this? It's going to be a pretty elaborate B split here if they're able to get through CT Arch.
Time ticking away again. Epsilon keep taking it down right to the wire of these rounds of theirs, and that's
wow, solid.
Big defense there coming from NIP, but it's going to be the fake going on. And here we go. Friberg does what his work cut out for him as SF does manage to take him down. It's going to be a 4-on-2 situation now. Bomb needs to go down right now, and it's just going to be consolation prize in this situation as Nip managed to take them all down and defuse the bomb quite comfortably. That's going to bring things all square here as we go into 12-12, and we'll just have a look at the money situation. With the bomb going down, Epsilon should be okay to buy. We'll see that. No, it's going to actually be a full eco for them here, by the looks of it.
Yeah, I guess they can afford some Xizt or something, just a little something if they want to play with it, but yeah, it's not looking good for them, is it? I mean, NIP still, they can very well be forced to an eco as well. So, I mean, it is in the interest of Epsilon to get those Xizts, and we're seeing that they are investing in it, because they can still buy the following round, so it's all good.
There we go then. Looks like the T's kind of sticking together on this one. Looks like they'll be going towards the mid area. Just looking for a burst. They've got 1 smoke grenade, so they'll probably be looking to smoke off something like quad before they go. There we go, waiting for that moment. I think they'll just wait for that smoke to finish blooming, as it were. And here it goes. It should be there. They're making their way up now.
And Friberg again, very deep there. He's going to exactly call what is happening right now. They know, and he's very quick to rotate as well. Xizt is spraying him down pyth there through the smoke as well. Get right from behind, and it's just a quick 1-2 from NIP to just knock Epsilon onto their side, wheezing. And FXIO is still alive though. So let's see if they can actually take him down. Pretty close range. They're going to get eliminated clean around there for NIP. Very, very, very nice that it's clean for them. Going to, not have to rebuy anything, and you can see how it's affected their money. It's looking quite healthy all of a sudden.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, you see Epsilon going to be left with not a lot left after this buy. This is obviously a very important round for them. They want to make sure they get this one secured just to keep the dream alive. It looks like Nip might be running away with this one now. Seeing the momentum has kind of swung in their favour. And we can see Epsilon perhaps doing something a little bit faster here. They've actually kind of all opted towards the A side of the map and kind of sending players towards the apartments here, and it looks like they're actually going to get shut down by smokes, and they'll have to kind of fall back onto the more standard approach they have been taking so far.
Yeah, that's the classic smoke there in-house from pyth as well. Like the way you can see the players can't see you on the right, but you can see them as they jump across, so you get the information, and maybe you actually just get the frag too. So it's a really strong smoke, and it also allows NIP to get into boiler as well, because you can get kind of a crossfire going on. It can be pretty strong to do stuff like that, but we see pyth is operating a little bit alone there. Fifflaren not pushing boiler. pyth is soon to be put to the test once again, though, as they are rushing into the A bomb site. pyth going to eliminate Uzzziii there. The next player takes the double. Might just be enough now. Epsilon only have Scream left over, and he quickly falls as well. easy cleanup there for NIP as that play just did not come into
Pyth is really coming to his own though. It seems like he's picking up a couple of big frags now. Let's just jump and see what he's doing. So he's only been on the server for, what, 2 rounds, and he's managed to pick up, well, must be 3 rounds by now, but he managed to pick up 5 frags there. He seems to be like pulling his weight, definitely. Like that was a big round, and he managed to hold off his position. And maybe the Epsilon know the stand-in was there, and they were trying to target that perhaps. But this is going to take Ninjas in Pyjamas into match point if they manage to take this. The Epsilon have got full armor and pistol by here, so they have gone all in on this one. They really need to ensure they get it, otherwise they'll just be in a horrible situation. It's pretty much the game lost, in my opinion, if they've lost if they lose this round.
And they're working desperately to make this secure this victory here with the Pyth as the stand-in. And definitely NIP, they're in no position. I mean, they need every single match win they can get. They need those points for the league to secure their spot towards that LAN final. And we see Epsilon just spreading across the width of the map at the moment. With those pistols, trying to look for maybe some sneaky picks if NIP gets aggressive. But we can see how comfortable they are playing very, very defensively on both sides now. Sometimes we see a bit of aggression on the B side of things, but usually a very defensive setup on A. But now we're just seeing that they're aware of the situation for the French team here. They know what's happening. In comes the push onto B. Grenades flying, pistols shooting as well, and not quite getting anything at all from it. Epsilon getting another clean round for NIP. Oh, not just quite. You see Get Right going down, but he's dead, and that's 15 to 12 now.
I think that's pretty much the game. That's going to leave Epsilon in a pretty horrible situation. They will be able to get some AKs and Galil's out, but I don't think they're going to be able to hold on to for 3 rounds here. But let's see what they can do. We can see a Galil on GMX and Scream, and there's not going to be much in terms of utility for them. We can see SF wasn't actually able to afford head armor as well, so it's going to be very difficult for him to actually cause any real impact in the round, seeing as his head will get taken very cleanly off by an M4. And here we go. They're going to make their way into potentially the last round of this matchup here. And then we can say that GMX does actually manage to take down Fifflaren.
Yeah, big pick coming in from GMX on the charge through CT arch area into library, into the A bomb site. They are just swinging around here from quad, and they really have these angles right now. Looks like Xizt coming into play though over at library is going to cause some problems for Epsilon, but they do have the bomb down, and they do have a setup going here. They got a guy in apps. Oh, he gets caught by Get Right. SF has to hold quad. He has to hold it. He has to hold it. He's so low, and he's going to go down. And now NIP going to be able to come from both sides, and it is just FXO left against 3 players. They're really weak. He can't even get the first one, and that's going to be the game for Ninjas in Pyjamas. They're going to win 16 to 12 with Pyth emergency hero stand-in, and that's going to be, I think, a lot of people relieved about their skins, and that's also going to conclude tonight's games.
Yeah, well, that's why I always say never rule out NIP. Even if they have a horrible first half, you can always just say that they're going to get back into it. And there we go. They managed, even with a stand-in, they managed to close that game out and get back themselves straight back in there. And quite convincingly in the end, I thought they really looked like a strong unit. Even with Pyth as a stand-in there, he seemed to be pulling his weight and kind of got them straight back in there. So, yep, the result that should have happened, I think, NIP on paper definitely are the better team with the previous lineups and stuff. It's always difficult to call what's going to happen with these new lineups. We had BST, I think they're now known as Epsilon. So like that just shows you how new they are. They've come in as a different name to what we thought they were going to. But yeah, there we go. Did NIP take the crown on that one?
Yeah, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, remember to follow the channel here. We're going to be going live very frequently. You can find our full schedule of all the matches and the maps that we played for the, of course, we have the home and away system. You can read about it on the schedule post on HLTV, so go check it out if you want to see more information about this amazing league. And of course, massive shout outs to the skins project. Get yourself on the workshop and make sure that you're voting for the skins so we can get more of those skins in the cases, which supports the tournament. Of course, you can see below as well, we have all the ladders and stuff on the FACEIT platform. That now if you're hyped up for some CS, go play some CS on the platform. Go check it out. It's a pretty awesome system. I think many people will agree. It's getting a lot of people playing the pugs now. The tournaments you have to basically sign up a couple days in advance because they just fill up instantly. And with the pugs, I'm seeing like 100 or more on average on prime time now. So it's growing quite massively. Absolutely. So you're always going to find a game. So go check it out, guys. And thanks so much for actually. Are we announcing the Twitter? tomorrow. Okay, the Twitter competition will be announced tomorrow. And I think that's everything for us tonight. But Henry, you're gonna be back tomorrow with Toss.
I am back tomorrow, yeah, for more and more Counter-Strike. Hopefully it'll be a bit smoother. We kind of won't have so many malicious attacks, but it's been. I've had a lot of fun tonight. Thank you very much for having me on my first night here at FaceIT. I've enjoyed it very much. So yeah, you see me tomorrow here with the legend that is Stuart Tosswell. Yeah,
Tosswell coming in. It's gonna be fantastic. All right, guys, so stay tuned for that. And if you're actually an American viewer, then you can check in later where we'll be doing the broadcast for the American matches for the FaceIT League. So that's it for us right now. So good night, guys. Hope you had fun, and we'll see you next time.